Okay, we're live. Hi guys, I'm Diandra Barnwell from Cosmopolitan and E's So Cosmo, and I'm here today with the legendary Sir John.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, thanks for coming. And today we're going to create a really fun look, trying to use all of the colors of the rainbow. And obviously, if there's anyone that can pull it off, it's this man right here.
Thanks.
So
we're going to make this easy.
Okay.
For you guys who are watching at home, we're going to try to incorporate as many colors to make an impactful look as possible. But we may omit one color or two, so don't judge me, but we're going to have fun. So stay tuned. Come on in.
Okay, cool. And also, don't forget to write in, guys. We want to know where you're watching from, and if you have any questions for him or me, let us know.
Yeah, so we're in New York in a cold studio, and I want to know, are you guys in LA? Are you in South America, London? Where are you guys tuning in from? So we love questions. Bring them on in. Feel free to ask whatever you want to ask. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with eyes. Eyes is a really good place for me to start because I sort of get the essence of where she wants to go based off the eyes.
Okay.
But you know what? Let's give you a little blush first. How about that?
Let's do that.
So those
Bring
are
me to life.
Those are our training wheels. Blush is going to be our training wheels today.
Perfect.
So what I'm using is I'm using a brick. If you see this is like a mosaic of different colors, and no one blushes one color. So if you come in from the cold or if you laugh really hard, you're going to be a few different tones in a couple different places. So that's why I love this palette by L'Oreal Paris. This is a really, really easy palette to fall into, and I'm going to use maybe 2 or 3 colors out of the palette for her blush. And this makes her look healthy, it makes her look alive, it makes her look fresh and lived in. So I want to show you a little tip, okay? So if you want to know where the apples of someone's cheeks are, smile for me. So you see this area that protrudes forward? Wherever you have the most volume, that's your apple, and that's where we want to blush first.
Amazing.
So I'm kissing the complexion with blush. You don't necessarily need to overdose or oversaturate your complexion with blush. Just give it sort of a lit from within quality, and that's all you need to do.
And are you only staying on the apples?
So I'm staying on the apples, and any residue I have left in my brush, I'm sweeping it into the cheekbones. And that makes it more three-dimensional. All right, and turn this way for me. Perfect.
We've got Tanika from Jamaica. If you guys want to give a shout out to our very lovely fans.
Hey, Jamaica. What's up,
Tanika.
babe?
Love Jamaica. I'm jealous if you're there right now.
I'm so jealous you're on warm weather. I mean,
Exactly.
I would love to be in Jamaica right now.
Me too.
Awesome. Perfect. Cool. So you know what else I'm going to do? I'm going to take a little bit of our blush, and I'm going to tap our blush into the crease of her eyelid. So you're wondering why I'm doing this, and this is almost like a 1980s, very Jerry Hall, Bianca Jagger, Iman. This is a little disco into the daytime, but we're going to put it right here, and this is going to bring more impact to the eyes.
Amazing.
So I love things that are convertible in nature. When I say convertible, it's something that you can use for your eyes, you can use for your lips, you can use for your cheeks. So I can use this color here, I'm using this color here, and it just happens to be a really easy color to blend as well.
Oh my gosh, you guys, we have an international fan right now. She's saying hi from France.
Hey, France, what's your name?
Wow.
I'm going to butcher it, but it's Verohanitra.
Hey, France.
Hey, girl.
What's up, babe? How are you?
From New York with love.
Hey, New Yorkers. So, if you guys are just tuning in, this is Diandra from So Cosmo.
Hey,
I'm
guys.
Sir John, celebrity makeup artist for L'Oreal Paris. We're doing a really impactful eye, a really beautiful lip, but we're making sure we use as many colors as we can in the process. Okay,
Exactly.
so stay tuned. Come on in. Close your eyes.
Welcome.
And if you guys are watching at home, aka the office, because we know you guys aren't working, chime in comments, send us some love. Let us know if you guys have any questions for Sir John or Diandra.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a little bit. I'm going to start with the marine or aqua color. I feel like this is really easy to use. We're approaching spring, so it's the best time to work with aqua shades. And marine shades and aqua shades, they work on really any complexion.
Good to know. So you're going to use that with the pink.
Yeah, so I'm going to use as many. We're going to go for it.
We're
going
going
to
for
go
it.
for it.
We are.
So going big or going home. So close your eyes for me. So what I'm doing, I'm taking the color, and if you notice this color here, I'm starting to deliver this right to the eyes. But I'm going to leave the center of the eye open, and what that does is it creates a halo effect. So if you hashtag halo eyes, you see a really popular trend that's happening in makeup right now. And halo eyes is just another way to make your eyes look really three-dimensional.
And then do you fill it in with a color later, Sir John, or do you just leave it totally blank?
Yeah, so I'm gonna, sometimes you can leave it open and transparent, maybe a little bit of a pearl eye cream or something like that, but you can also use a shimmery shadow in this space. But this is left open to offer space for a lighter color. So the dimension happens when you see a lighter color there. If you look at an apple, which happens to be round and three-dimensional, you'll see you're always darker on the sides and you're always lighter in the center. That's what you want. And look down for me here. So yeah, guys, ask away, asking me as many questions as possible. I'm not sure if you know anything about my work. I'm Sir John Official on Instagram. What's your Instagram?
Diandra Barnwell.
Diandra Barnwell.
Yes.
So check us out. Ask as many questions as you want. We're here for a few minutes.
Yeah, guys, he's the master, so I would ask away.
I think all of our readers and watchers right now are just like in awe of you, Sir John. Everyone's just saying, I love you, Sir John. Hi
That's
from
so
Uruguay."
sweet. Hey, people.
No one has questions yet, but everyone just has accolades and like
Awesome.
lots of love for you.
That's really
And
cool.
you too, Dee.
Aw.
While he's doing your eye, can you tell our readers a bit about So Cosmo and your experience so far in shooting
Yeah,
a reality
sure.
TV show?
Well, yesterday was episode 6, and I was actually in Miami with my love interest, Evan. So things got pretty spicy. And I have to say, it's been a really, really great experience. Lots of fun. Very interesting juggling our jobs and filming a TV show. But, you know, we work at Cosmo, so every day's fun.
And what can we expect from episode 7? I've been watching it religiously, so I'm basically giving me a spoiler for next week.
Spoiler for next week, I think Adam has a really intense photo shoot coming up. And Tiffany, I think we're going to see her go on a date, maybe?
Ooh.
Which should be really fun.
Yeah, and is your photo shoot with Adam going to be more intense than the one we saw last night?
I'm not actually in this photo shoot with Adam, but his is going to be very intense, yes. Not physically like mine was last night, but all the same.
Lindsay Rose says, oh my gosh, I love you on the show.
Oh, love you too, Lindsay.
Thanks for watching, Lindsay. Sir John, Georgia is asking, how long have you been in the makeup industry?
Ooh, this is going to make me sound really old, but I've been in the makeup industry. I've been a makeup artist for about 16 years.
16?
Yeah, I started at 19 years old. So do the math and...
I was going to say, you're only 21. Like, how was that?
this is why I love her. But no, I'll be 35 in July.
Happy early birthday from Cosmo.
Thank you. Awesome. So if you guys see what I'm doing, I'm basically saturating the lid, and I love to layer colors. I like a layering quality, gives prismatic shades that you don't necessarily see in all the shadows, and it just makes the pigments more impactful.
And Laura's asking, what made you want to go into makeup?
I went to school for art and art history for a very long time, and so this was sort of the natural progression. And makeup found me. Honestly, to be honest with you, makeup found me, and I've been really blessed to have some really cool clients that you possibly may know. And I've been rocking and rolling with it ever since.
Literally, hashtag blessed.
Hashtag blessed. Hashtag way up.
Way up.
Yeah, since you're working on Dee's eyes right now, Esoterica is asking on Facebook, what's the best eyeshadow to use? One that'll last all day.
So I'm going to be honest with you. I love these babies, and I'm going to tell you why I love these. These are infallible paints. So infallible, whenever you hear infallible in the L'Oreal Paris collection, it means it's going to lay and stay all day. So these are what I've used, for, if you guys know the Formation Tour, if you know, like On the Run, all this kind of stuff that you've seen. Like I was doing makeup all around the world, and when you have a client who's sweating, who's singing in front of millions of people, you got to make sure it stays, and these stay and they do not move. So this is going to be there until you wash your face.
Which everyone should not go to sleep without doing.
No,
Never sleep with your makeup on, guys.
Oh no, that's a huge no-no. That's going to age you so quickly. When you know, this is the
I don't
thing.
want that.
When you're sleeping, your skin, your pores are open and they're looking for oxygen. So if you have makeup on, your pores are pulling in makeup into the dermis, which is really bad. Turn this way.
And what are your guys' Instagram accounts again? Jennifer's asking.
Hey, I'm Sir John Official, and you are.
And I'm Diandra Barnwell.
Awesome.
Just my full name.
Don't forget it.
Don't you forget it.
And so, Sir John, what's the color that you're using on Diandra's eye right now?
So this color is called, this is a duo, and it's called Mint Detox. I like that name.
Mint Detox.
Mint Detox. So this is the first color I'm using. I'm going to use maybe about 5 colors in the eyes, and I'm continuing to layer. So this is the base color. I'm starting to layer this one first, and then I'm going to use other colors on top. So are you guys familiar with my work at all? Which one of your favorites that you've seen me do recently in the last couple of years? This is a Q&A for the really die-hard people who've been rocking with me for a while.
I definitely have one. You recently did a lovely lavender look for the Oscars that I just died for.
And you know what?
Is that the color?
Yeah. So the lavender that we use, hold this for a second. The lavender we used on Olivia Copo for the Oscars happened to be this baby right here. Super, super easy to use. I used one color all over the eyes, and that was it.
It was beautiful.
And then Laura's asking, guys, not to move away from the colors, but she's actually asking about powder to set foundation. She says powder makes her skin really dry, and she likes that glowy look. What would you use instead of powder?
A mattifying moisturizer. A mattifying moisturizer is key, you know? I love this mattifying moisturizer by Peter Thomas Roth, PTR, and it's called Cucumber Detox. I want to say, yeah.
Another detox.
And it's so great because it makes your skin, you know, matte all day, and also it allows you to use less powder because your skin produces less oil.
And do you see matte foundation and matte skin being more of a trend as opposed to the dewy, glowy stuff that we've been seeing for a while?
Well, to be honest with you, glowy skin is never going to go away because when someone's healthy, when someone eats right and pays attention to their diet, naturally you're going to have a glow. So glowing skin completely runs parallel with a great lifestyle. So it's never going to be a trend. It's actually a traditional outlook to makeup and skin.
So what color are we going to put on the eyes next?
So next we're going to use possibly, you're going to pick for me. So how about this, okay? So let's do both. So I'm going to use a navy to contour the eyes, and we're going to use the light green in the center of the eyes.
I like that.
So let's go light green first. How about that?
Okay, cool.
Literally turning these eyes into rainbow gold over here.
Yeah, this is like some kind of, you know, aquamarine situation happening here. And then we're going to go beautifully for coral on the lips.
Oh, I love it.
So if you notice, guys, I'm using a lighter color. You see this light color here on my hand? It's lighter than this. We're using the lighter color right down the center of the ball of the eye. See that? How I'm placing this right here? And you see how three-dimensional that starts to become?
Gorgeous. And Sir John, this one's for you from Rahul. He's asking, should men consider makeup as a career? And I believe we all know the answer to that.
As a career, should makeup? I don't think your gender should knock you out of any game.
Right.
So I think if you want to do it, and if you feel like you have something to offer this space, if you feel like you have something to offer makeup, if you have a point of view on beauty, you should definitely go for it. So I'm going to say hell yes. So you see what's happening now? So you see we have two colors, and as we layer, it becomes more three-dimensional and a bit more prismatic and deeper. Chin back and look down. Perfect. So now, if you guys look at my hand, we have the dark green, we have the lighter green. Now we're going to go navy, and the navy is going to be a color that we're going to use to contour and make the eyes even deeper.
Nice.
All right, if I can find a brush. Awesome. Okay, here we go. Yeah. So we're going to take this navy, and mind you, these are all paints. These are all colors that are going to last all day. If she started to put this on at 8 o'clock in the morning, this is going to be there literally until she goes to bed, even if she went to bed at 4 a.m. the next day.
Oh, nice.
Close your eyes.
All right, you guys, whoever's watching at home, at their office, on the train right now, send us your questions, drop a comment, show us some love on Facebook. Oh, Sir John, someone's asking, Vicky's asking, do you use any fixing sprays to keep the makeup in place? Do you even need it with the infallible line?
You know what? The infallible line is so tattooed on, in my opinion, that you don't necessarily need it. But there is a Pro Infallible setting spray. So we do have a setting spray that locks your foundation in. But I'm a person who I don't like a lot of steps. So these are as many steps as I would like to do in terms of color. So, but if you feel like you need to keep your foundation on that much longer, make sure you use a mattifying moisturizer instead.
Hey guys, if you're just tuning in, I'm Diandra and I'm here with Sir John, and we are creating a rainbow look today, using as many colors as we can. Let's see, what colors have we used so far? We've used...
So far we used Mint Detox, which happens to be this baby right here.
This one.
Mint Detox, yeah. And then we also have used the navy inside of this one, and this is called Navy Art.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Have you
we've used
all
all,
these?
yeah, of course.
Awesome.
We've used these three.
Sorry. So what I'm going to do now is, if you see, guys, I'm contouring. Contouring just doesn't happen with cheekbones. So contouring happens with eyes, cheekbones, anywhere that you want to create dimension.
You guys, we're going so international right now. We've got readers from Singapore, Israel.
Wow.
We've got... What else do we have? I have to scroll down so much because there's so many people watching right now. Someone from Argentina.
Hey guys, hey Argentina.
Hey.
Puerto Rico up in here.
PR, Puerto
Oh,
Rico.
Puerto Rico.
And Slovenia.
Hey Pennsylvania.
Hey.
Okay, cool. So now what we do, so we're starting to create that dimension, and we're going to go underneath the eyes with another color. And
What color should
we can
we
do this.
use
We
next?
can do this. This is possible. So I feel let's go under there with eyes up, eyes up, eyes up. Let's do a little. I want to make this look. Let's do navy and lavender. So we're going to do navy and lavender. How about that?
I love it. I can't wait to see what this
So,
looks like.
so what do you guys think? What do you think is going to be really amazing for spring in terms of trends? What beauty trend are you guys watching, or are you guys scared to embrace because you feel like it doesn't have a place within your own aesthetic? But I want to know, what do you think is on the horizon for spring? Let's turn this way all the way.
Brittany's saying this looks makes me so excited for summer. It's such a pretty, colorful look, she says.
Hey Brittany, so mind you, this might be a lot for someone who's a minimalist. And if you're a minimalist and you don't like to embrace a lot of color, use a tinted eyeliner. So if you're like, hey listen, that's too much of a look for me, but I want to use color, but I work in a law office, or I want to pick my kids up from soccer practice, use an eyeliner. So for example, see this green liner right here? This is a really non-committal way to embrace color with open arms, in my opinion.
Nice. Do you have any tips for applying color under the eye?
Tips for applying color under the eyes.
Yeah.
I feel like this area is so overlooked. So a lot of women don't understand that this is one of the most important places or pieces of real estate on the face, in my opinion. But don't be afraid to smoke out your lash line at the bottom, but whatever you use underneath your eyes, make sure it's waterproof.
Okay.
It's a very high, it's like a high traffic area, and you want to make sure that it stays put and it doesn't shift, because as colors drop, they can make you look very tired or like you haven't had enough sleep. Close your eyes.
And isn't under eyeliner coming back in a huge way for spring?
I don't think it went anywhere.
Even better.
Oh, is it?
And as for trends, our readers are really loving pastel eyeshadow.
Close, close, close. I love pastels right now for eyes, guys. This is, I think it's so ethereal. It looks like sort of princess, but modern and grown. And I mean, if you can take a lavender eyeshadow and make it, take your grandma's eyeshadow and make it look so modern and fresh, why not, you know? So turn this way, eyes up, eyes up. Perfect.
Elizabeth is hoping strobing comes back too. I don't
Strobing.
think that ever really went away.
Strobing never went anywhere. Eyes up. Strobing is a new trend in a sense, and I don't even think it's a trend. Highlighting is the positive or the yin to contour yang, if that makes any sense. So it's always going to have a place as long as women are loving contour. All right,
I
cool.
think everyone loves a good contour, right, Dee?
Oh, yes.
And Sir John, do you have any tips for applying eyeliner on your lower lash line if your eyes water easily?
I'm going to give you a cool tip. So I want you to cover your mouth right now
Okay.
and wag your tongue all the way around. Keep going. Go crazy.
On my
Wag
hand.
your tongue all the way around. So when you do that, you can't tear. So you can't do this and cry at the same time. It's impossible. So if you're very sensitive, if someone does your makeup and you're like, hey,
It's
listen,
working.
I have a bridal party to go to and I can't take lashes or I can't take someone giving me mascara, do this trick and you will never cry
Wow.
again. Close.
I think that's the first time I've heard that tip.
Me too.
Okay. And guys, don't be afraid to step back and assess your symmetry. Like, step back in the mirror and see, are my brows even? Are they going to the same party? Okay? This is important. Is it?
Oh, Brittany's asking if you're going to do a bright lip for us. She's asking for a little bit of a teaser. She's excited to finish this look.
Hi, Brittany. I think I have a few Brittany's in my life. Okay, yeah, so we're going to go to lips.
Yeah.
I'm going to make this quick for guys who are just tuning in. I'm Sir John, celebrity makeup artist for L'Oreal Paris.
Hey guys, I'm Diandra Barnwell.
And what we're going to do, we're going to go to lips now. I'm going to keep going back to eyes and adding more, but I want to give you guys something that you can have some fun with. But before I go to lips, I want to do mascara, okay? So I'm using a black mascara. You can use a navy mascara. You can use a green mascara. Have fun with colored mascara. Close your eyes. So what's up? What are these questions? I want to know, what are the viewers thinking right now? What are your challenges in terms of makeup?
Our viewers have a lot of thoughts. I can't even keep track with all the ones that are coming in.
Throw them at me. What you got?
A lot of people are asking about pastel eyeshadows and how to make them wearable. Also, are there any tips for making sure that your mascara doesn't just come on your eyelids when you're putting it on?
Yeah, so if you notice what I'm doing, as I'm putting on mascara, I have my finger here. So like, and then go up. So you see how my finger is a guard for all that? It's never gonna get on your lashes. Just hold your thumb back there and right on your lid and give yourself a very dense coat of mascara. This might not be the best for your manicure, but no mascara will be on your eyes. Open. Major. You want to talk to them a little bit about
Yeah, I'm
the
excited
process?
for this lip,
Yeah?
actually.
The lip? Okay, cool.
Yes, we're
Let's
going to
go
do a
on.
bright lip.
We're going to go into lips. So now, mind you, let's see here. I want to make sure that you blend it. Yeah, okay, cool. So we're going to go into lips. We're going to have some fun with lips. So I'm going to show you something I like to call PB&J, peanut butter and jelly. And
I love that.
Yeah, me too. And this is cool because the fact that we're going to do one color on the top and then another color on the bottom. So everyone has a top lip that's a little thinner. Everyone, right? So what you want to do is you want to bring a bit of punctuation to your top lip and then mesh the two together. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a red and we're going to go up here at the top with red. And then we're going to do orange at the bottom.
And what product is this?
So this right here is
Really
called,
nice.
these are paints. These are L'Oreal paints. So they're not a gloss, they're not a lipstick, they're like a hybrid sort of convertible product that we love. And we're going to do an orange at the bottom. So, and I know this looks crazy, but just watch and wait for it, it's coming.
We trust you.
And is there a certain way that you should apply so that the color doesn't get all over the place? Like apply from the center, apply from the side?
Not necessarily. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But what I want to show you now is, you guys, you see there's two different colors happening. So there's one color at the top, there's one color at the bottom. So what I want you to do, I'm going to challenge you to do this.
Okay.
I want you to press together, just like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Don't rub, just press and let go. So you see this right here? You don't necessarily know she has a different color at the top, but there's this nice small thing that happens when someone comes up close and like, oh my God, you have two different lipsticks. That's so cool.
That is very cool.
And I feel like this is really on trend. So ombre is out. There's no, ombre it's gone. So this is what you want to do right now. This is a beautiful wash of color and it's easy to do. So I have an orange at the bottom and I have a red at the top. Cool.
That's so cool.
Sorry,
So
guys.
So
who's
what were
ever
those
into
colors?
ombre.
Sorry,
Yeah.
the red.
So the orange was called, this orange is called Orange Envy. So the
Okay.
orange at the bottom is Orange Envy, and then the color at the top is called DIY Red.
Okay.
I like DIY Red. I like that
So
name.
that's orange, red. What other colors have we used so far? We've used
We use a turquoise in the center.
turquoise.
We use a navy and a sea green. But I'm
And
going to
sea
go
green.
back in with a little bit of lavender. Okay, let's go
Okay,
for the
here's
lavender.
the
color.
lavender.
Yeah, let's do it.
Are you guys keeping count of how many colors that
I mean,
is?
we're going for it.
We're here we
We're
are.
going to go for it right now.
How many shades of the rainbow have we done?
Yes,
I feel like I'm in a Skittles commercial.
me too.
All right,
And I
cool.
like it.
I like it too. All right, cool. What we're going to do is we're taking a bit of lavender, but I want the lavender to be sheer. And I think you guys should play around with textures and understand what a sheer wash of color is, what opaque washes of color are, and it changes your makeup. So if your makeup is applied in a dense application process, it's going to look completely different than if you had a sheer hand.
Since you're working on the eyes now, Sir John, Jessica and a lot of other readers are asking, do you have any tips on hooded lids? I think that's always like everyone always has questions about those.
So hooded lids are great if you need to use waterproof. Everything should have a waterproof sensibility. So these right here, these are waterproof colors that I'm using. So she can go swimming. This is beach-approved makeup. Not the lips, but the eyes are beach-approved. So I feel like if you have hooded lids, or if you wear glasses or anything like that, make sure that you invest in products that have a long wear or a waterproof sensibility. And I mean, it's 2017, everything has it nowadays.
Oh my god, her eyes are already looking like rainbow goals over here.
Yay.
And it's not even finished yet, and it looks good.
This is very 80s in a sense. I'm not sure, I'm gonna date myself, but do you guys know Robert Palmer girls? Do you remember that? And they were all in, you don't remember that? Okay, cool. So hashtag, or
like,
Google
okay, cool.
Robert Palmer girls.
Okay.
It's the
Robert
best
Palmer
beauty
girls.
reference of the decade. Literally, beauty goals personified.
Love it.
So right now I'm
giving
using,
us literally on Facebook heart eyes.
so right now I'm using the lavender called, what is this color called? This is called Shady Violet. So hold this, babe.
Okay.
And actually, can you put a little bit more lavender right here?
Sure.
My lovely assistant.
That's
All right, cool.
me.
All right, so I'm going back, and if you notice, I'm using a big fluffy brush. And I'm using a big fluffy brush because I want it to really wash and dissipate. I don't want it to pack the color on. So when I want to pack color on, I use a very short, dense brush. So if you take a look, the navy I apply with a short, dense brush. But I'm using a big fluffy brush to really soften the lines with my lavender. And I mean, mind you, no one's going to work like this, but you guys should have fun with color. The goal, the reason I'm here, the reason that we're playing in front of you or with you guys, is because we want you to play, and it's color, and we don't save lives, but we just help out with procreation.
Exactly. How would you describe this eye look right now?
I think that this eye look is definitely, it's fun. It's fun, and it's young, and you know what? At the end of the day, you could do this with no lip.
Exactly.
That would be my sort of interpretation of how to make this wearable, and just tie your hair in a top knot.
Love it.
So it's great when you have something that's completely done, like the eyes, but messy hair, or something that's completely undone, like zero foundation or not a lot of concealer. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go back into our blush. Eyes up. I'm going to go back into our blush. Perfect. All right, cool. So we're going to take their blush, and our blush is going to warm up the crease just a little bit. And the goal here is to take this blush, and we're going to go right in this area. Hold this for me.
Okay.
And chin back. You see right on top of the lavender, so right here in the crease, I'm going to tap a little bit of this warm color right in the crease. And it gives you like serious 80s vibes,
I love that.
which is not a bad reference.
It's a pretty good reference, actually. Everything that's old is new again. Trends are all cyclical, guys.
Yeah. And you know, everything is reshopped ideas. Everything now has been in style at some point or another, and it's just come back our way. It's like a boomerang. Okay, turn this way. Perfect. So now, do you guys have any questions about the look so far?
Yeah, what do you guys think so far?
I'm going
Which
to
one do you want?
take this one again. Yeah.
Okay.
And I want to reinforce a little bit more of that.
Anya's actually asking about mascara, which is
Yeah.
like an often overlooked product. She's asking for tips for no clumps.
Tips for no clumps. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to actually show you instead of tell you. Give me 1 second. What's her name?
Anya.
Anya. Okay.
Oh, you guys, Veronica's one of our favorite fans. She's just giving us fire emojis.
She's giving you a sweat
What
emoji?
emoji?
Fire emojis.
Oh.
Nice.
love it.
Hey, babe. So I'm taking a mascara, right?
Veronica.
So we're taking a mascara. Mascara is key. This is one of my fire drill. Like, if there's a fire, grab mascara.
Always.
Not honestly. Grab your photo books. Grab your puppy.
And then your mascara.
Grab your husband or something like, and your children. But then your mascara and your tinted moisturizer and possibly a waterproof eyeliner.
Okay.
So what we're gonna do is
Good to
I'm
know.
taking our mascara, and we're gonna go close to the root, and we're gonna wiggle back and forth, almost like we're brushing your teeth. So back and forth, and then up. So when you do that, you're separating, and then up, volume. So when you get a habit of doing this sort of brushing the teeth motion, you're doing two things. You're actually creating a lot of volume and also separation at the same time. Yeah.
Cool. And do you apply mascara to the bottom lashes too, or do you leave that blank normally?
I do, but I feel like if I do right now, these lights are so bright in her eyes, her eyes are gonna water. So just for the
Well,
sake
they
of
won't.
You can use
But I can't, and my lip is done.
yeah, for the sake of the cooking show today, we're gonna let that go, and we're gonna say we whatever it happens, make sure you make it intentional. So we intentionally we didn't want to do
I
that.
did it on purpose. Not today.
So own your look. The goal is to own it. If someone at your office says, hey, listen, I don't like the way you applied your lipstick today, you know what? Just tell them to wait for it. Challenge them to wait. It's coming their way. Let them know it's going to be a trend that's going to swing by your desk maybe next year.
I
if you're
love
lucky.
that. I'm going to use that.
Own your mistakes. Own your things that make you an individual.
Preach.
Everyone's on Instagram, and sometimes everyone looks alike with the same contour and the same lashes, the same everything. And, you know, bring back individuality. And if that happens to be a crooked eyeliner, I'm all for it.
Life lessons from Sir John. I love it.
All right, guys, for those who are just tuning in, send us your questions, your comments, drop in some emojis and heart eyes, and keep on watching as Sir John makes Diandra into a mermaid. Or rainbow. Basically, just super colorful.
Yeah.
And what was the mascara that you used, Sir John? Everyone's asking.
Yeah, the mascara I use this is like the OG of mascaras. When I say this is the original gangster of mascaras, and this is
It's so good.
L'Oreal Voluminous. I mean, I remember my mom using this back. You know, this is like I used to watch her put on mascara every day when I was little, and this is the one, the gold top with the black container. It's really, really good. And the thing I like about it, it's so black. Sometimes you find mascaras that aren't necessarily really black, and that one happens to be a very, very deep noir, which is great.
Great. And some people are just tuning in, so if you can just give them a rundown of all the beauty products that you've used.
Yeah. So
And
you
there's
guys
been a
who are
lot,
just
you guys.
coming in.
Hey guys, welcome.
Yeah. So, hi, I'm Sir John,
I'm Diandra.
and we're having fun with color today. We're playing with paints, and so far we've used a few.
We've used a few now, yeah.
So we've used the navy, which is navy art. This is a really great color to use. It looks like denim jeans. We use this mermaid aquatic color called Mint Detox. So I use the darker color on the outsides of the eye, and I use the lighter teal in the center, right there. And then I use this color. So this is my favorite. I love this paint, and these are, mind you, these are waterproof, and these are gonna stay on like 10 to 12 hours. And I use this on Olivia Colpo at the Oscars. So if you guys know who Olivia Colpo is, if you Google her and you check out her Oscars look, this was the color that
It's my
sort of
favorite.
got everyone talking.
It's my favorite for sure.
That's it?
There's so many readers who are actually asking Sir John if you can come and do their makeup every day.
I'm gonna jump out of your medicine cabinet like Mary Poppins.
I already
every-
am. I
No, but-
wish.
Okay, so as for me, so I'm going to show you guys a quick tip. So what I want you to do is I want you to take any excess that falls down, and this is why I like to do eyes first, because when you do eyes first and anything that falls down, you can wipe away, you can fix, it becomes organic, it's easy to manipulate. So right now we're going to go in and wipe any excess, and then we're going to fix our concealer and make everything really beautiful. See all the colors I have in my hands, guys?
It's like a
It's getting there. It's really cool now, and the warmth comes in from here. So let's go for concealer.
while we're waiting, do you guys have any questions for us? How are you liking the look so far? Let us know. Oh, and has anyone been counting about how many colors we've been using? Let us know that. I think we've lost track. I think it's like, I don't know, like, what are we at? Like 6 or something?
I think we're at 6.
Something
But
like that.
also, I'm sure you ladies are looking like, oh my God, that's too much makeup. That's too much color. You know, I know how this operates and happens. But This is just a demo. This is inspiration. This is for you guys just to get a sense of where you can go. But I don't expect you guys to go in this direction if you're not on a show like So Cosmo or if you're not in a creative environment. So, but I do expect you guys to embrace color with open arms in the form of a liner. So liners are really, really impactful ways to take a trend and make it your own. So this blue right here, so take a look at this. This is a beautiful, see how beautiful that goes on? It's so easy. Just a little bit of blue eyeliner and a t-shirt and jeans and you're right on trend.
There you go. That's easy.
So now we're gonna do a little concealer under the eyes.
Actually, Brittany says there's no such thing as too much color. You've got a lot
Brittany's
of color
my kind of girl. Brittany, let's go have a glass of wine one day.
We like Brittany.
This is another Brittany, though. We've got multiple Britneys who are all in love with Sir John and the makeup artistry and color that's going on Diandra today.
Hey, Britt. We have a Britt in the studio today who's like my guardian angel.
Yeah, Team Brit all the way.
Right? So if you notice, I'm taking a concealer and I'm using a big fluffy brush. No one knows why. Like, why would you use this brush for a concealer? But what it does, it really diffuses the concealer and it washes the color into the eyes in a way that you can't even see where it starts and stops. My fear is when women use too much concealer and too much foundation. It's a huge no-no. It's awful.
What if you over apply and you don't blend it? Can you use the brush to like erase any mistakes?
Absolutely. This is like a magic eraser. When you use these brushes, you know, you don't have to necessarily start with minimal amount, but you can always clean it up in that way. If that makes any sense.
What other tips do you have for flawless foundation and concealer? And don't worry, Candace, I got you.
For flawless concealer and foundation, other tips. Don't be afraid to exfoliate your skin once a week. So most of my tips are going to come from diet or things that have not a lot to do with makeup. Like if you have an anti-inflammatory diet, if you're making sure you watch what you eat, green drinks are great. Kale increases circulation. Kale is also really good for getting rid of dark circles. All dark circles are is sluggish circulation. So if you can increase your heart rate, if you can jump rope or run a little bit, your skin is going to be so amazing and you're not going to have to use as much foundation.
It's true.
But what if someone does want to use foundation? How can they make it flawless?
You know what's really good? A beauty blender.
Ask me for a friend.
Yeah, so I love these little sponges. These sponges are really amazing because they're like, so sometimes I'll see fingerprints in someone's foundation or whatever, or lines where the contour starts and stops. And this is so organic and easy to use. And it picks up any excess. So where you don't want to apply too much, this is like your magic eraser. This helps you out a lot. Awesome.
When you see people with like fingerprints or like unblended foundation, do you just want to, as a makeup artist, do you just want to go in and be like, let me just touch you up right here?
No, not necessarily. You know why? Because I like to see, I have a thing where I love to watch women put on their makeup on a train. Because it's almost like I'm going undercover, you know? And they don't know I'm a makeup artist, or they could care less possibly if I told them I was. But just to watch what real women do every day, it actually impacts my job in a major way. Like, I find shortcuts from you guys. I don't really find shortcuts from celebrities and red carpet. Really, everything that we do comes from, you know, you guys. That's right. That's it. Like, when we did Joan Small's purple lip for the Met Ball, I found that on Instagram. For example, Beyonce's lip from the No Angel video. I found some Korean girl trying it out for the first time online, and we made it. So it's so many. The inspiration is there, you know? The inspiration literally comes from social. And one thing I love about social media is that it's so inclusive. Like, you can see a girl from Harlem getting ready to go to a date, or a girl in Dubai getting ready for date night, you know? That's it.
Okay, so let's recap some of the products that we've used so far. I feel like there have been a few.
We've used a few products so far, for sure.
So the pain.
Cool, so let's go for what we use. We use a lavender.
Okay.
We also used the mint detox, which happens to be this baby there.
It is.
And we also used the navy inside of Navy Yard.
And these are the infallible paints.
Infallible paints, and we also used the blush palette, which happens to look like this mosaic right here. And then also on the lips, we went for it and we did a red at the bottom. Is it red? Red at the top. We did red at the top, and then we did an orange at the bottom. So if you guys are looking closely, I'm not sure if you can see, but she has two different lipsticks on. So there's a darker more like a ostentatious color on the top, and then something a little bit more subtle at the bottom. And what this does is it brings a little bit more visual interest to the smaller lip. Everyone has a smaller top lip.
Good to know.
That's it.
Okay, we've used a lot.
So, where are you guys? You guys having more questions? I think that we're coming to the end of our journey.
Yeah.
And it's dinner time here in New York.
I know. It's about that time. Okay, well, I think we're about
Yeah.
done.
I want to do one more thing before you guys go. I want to show you how to use eyeliner on her. So I'm not a huge fan of taking something like this and then putting a liner on top of it. I just feel like you don't need that much punctuation. But let's do it. Let's go for it.
I'm into it.
So I'm going to use a green. This is a hunter green. And so turn for me. Actually, turn this way. Perfect. Can you guys come in closer? Can you see the eyes? And look down here.
This is such a good rainbow goals moment, you guys.
Rainbow goals. Hashtag.
For anyone who's watching in the office, because we know you guys aren't working right now, let's be real. Drop us some hard eyes, drop us some fires.
Turn this way, like now.
Ask us any questions.
When you see how easy this goes on? This goes on so easy. This is not, you don't have to struggle to make this impactful. And a tinted eyeliner is the quickest way to just go for it. Close your eyes. And then go about your day.
Hey, Sir John. Brianna's asking, what are your thoughts on the spring watercolor makeup trend?
Spring watercolor makeup. So being pastels, I guess, or sheer washes of color.
Yeah, I think it's a sheer wash. It sounds like the opposite of what we're doing today.
It's completely a novel direction. But I think it's really cool because it brings out that youthful young girl quality in everyone. So it's ethereal. It reminds a woman of what princess vibes were to her back when she was young, you know? So pastels are always beautiful. They always give you a fresh and sort of softness, and they're romantic.
Awesome.
Yeah, and we're done. This is it.
We're done.
So thanks for having us.
Thank
okay?
you guys so
You want
much.
to see a mirror?
Yes, I want to see
cool.
a mirror.
Let's see if we have a mirror. I hope I have a mirror.
Oh, there's one right
Okay, cool. This is like a cooking show where things magically appear.
Exactly.
All right, cool, awesome. So there we are.
Oh my goodness.
It's a look.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I feel like a fierce mermaid, and I love it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome,
Sir
babes.
John.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us, guys.
Tune in next time. Bye.
Bye.
Guys. Mwah.